Hello, it's Veronica here, and I want to discuss something real important. The importance of, just playing with your dolls, enjoying them, enjoying their company, just having fun with them. And yes, we have the full cast of the Soaring and Conquer Monster High here. I mean the main cast, including Natasha and like the Monster High people, but yeah. And look at the mirror. Isn't it amazing? Yes, it's the infamous mirror portal from the fan fiction, and and this is a perfect segue to talk about play because, to naked eye, this may just be, well, a piece of cardboard with a bit of like tinfoil, and yet, but because of imagination and stuff like that, it's a mirror. It's a portal to another dimension. It's something more than what it seems. And that's the thing with dolls, toys. People may look at them like, oh, it's just a toy, it's just all it's plastic, but the emotional bond between a toy's owner and the toy, no matter what age the person is crucial. It's important. And it can help with a lot of psychological development as well. Like, do you know how a lot of kids, do you know what doll play helps with? It helps kids develop empathy. It can even help people cope. And for owner, helps her deal with her loneliness, her anxiety, that dark negativity that creeps into her mind sometimes, and we just help her deal with it. And also playing dolls or playing toys helps express creativity. And let's just say, I feel like the one movie franchise that captures this idea perfectly is Toy Story. Like how Andy plays with his toys and respects them and gives them all personality and stuff. Yeah, that shows a real special connection between Andy and his toys in the film. And for a lot of like collectors and stuff, or even adult collectors and kids, there's definitely those dolls, those toys that they have a strong sentimental bond with. It's hard to explain the bond or what it is, but it's there, it exists. And let's just say, for me and Naomi, we are the only dolls in the room where Ona refers to her as her little princesses because she loves us. We're like her best friends. We help her deal with everything emotionally. And even though we literally have doppelgangers on the bookshelf, mitten box, we're still her main NNV. We're still like her main Veronica and Naomi dolls, and the only dolls to get that title. Like, not even our doppelgangers have that because they're just, doppelgangers of us. They're so, in a way, they are us, but they're not. They're completely different dolls. And because we're out of the box and she's played with us and kind of enjoyed our company, we have this emotional bond with our owner that they don't have. And I'm sure I know in Autumn's video, I already talked about the importance of comfort objects, right? Well, the thing is with dolls and toys a lot, they can be someone's like main comfort object. And do you know what I find sad? How often society will look at people who like play with their toys, have fun with them, and call it childish, or question it, or call it unprofessional. Well, when people do that most of the time, they're doing it for themselves, for their own happiness, to express their creativity, not to offend anyone, not to be perceived in a negative way. They're just doing it for themselves and for their own happiness. And you even have like doll YouTubers who do it well for YouTube. Like, I know there are also plush tubers out there too who like literally own a bunch of plush toys and make videos with them. So there's also them as well, but the same doll collectors and doll roleplay channels? In a way, restyling, rebodying. It's like a form of play a little bit, you know? You're taking a doll and making it your own. When you play with a doll, when you make them talk, when you just take pictures with them, you're creating a story, a narrative that only you may know in your own mind. You're creating, and the fact that you and your dolls are doing it together just shows that you're creating that bond, that emotional connection, and yeah. And also, there is literally scientific proof out there that, well, playing with toys helps kids' emotional development. It helps them psychologically. And let's just say, at like, at some like old people's, at those places, at some like old people's homes, even for like Alzheimer's patients and stuff, you have like special rooms like full of baby dolls, just so, or like people will get them baby dolls just so they could have something to nurture, something to care for. And it actually has helped people with their loneliness, people in those situations. And it's just, I'm just here to show that playing with dolls isn't cringy. It's not childish. It can actually be quite beneficial for someone's mental health. And let's just say for our owner, whenever she's feeling anxious or depressed or sad, we always want to make her feel better. And coming up with these narratives as well, it's fun for her. And also because of these narratives, me and Naomi kind of have friends and our co-stars, and it's like, and if it wasn't for play, we wouldn't have formed these strong connections. Like how if it was, and also in the whole Sword Can Conquer High fan fiction, that was inspired by a doll game with between me, Naomi, and Cleo, and combined with an inside joke that she has about how Demi looks eerily similar to Elizabeth. That she realized that their lore is eerily similar, so she just played off that, and well, the fan fiction was born in all its dark glory. I mean, it's really a shame the surface isn't clear, so I can't look at myself more, but you know, it's meant to be like a portal. It's not a normal mirror. And also, I'm sure many people who watch this are also people who have or do play with dolls or photograph them. And whether you see dolls as art or, well, or childish or whatever, admit it. There's a strong emotional significance. There's a strong emotional bond. Oh, and the other day, our owner had this art show, like, where she shows some of her paintings at. It was smaller, it was more chill, but, well, she got to display a spider painting, and it was cool. Someone even mistook us for Monster High dolls, which was, I mean, me and Naomi, like, only we were there. No one else, but someone even mistook us for Monster High dolls, which, you know what? Honestly, I'll forgive it. Because the thing with dolls, with a doll collector's perspective versus a non-doll collector's perspective, it's different. For doll collector, they know the differences. If you don't collect dolls, you won't always know these differences between the different lines. And it's and the companies, and it's like, it's okay. Not everyone is fully in the know. And let's just say, and since like playing with dolls is so good for mental health, well, you're never too old to play with dolls. Don't stop doing it. Don't stop playing with them. So years ago, like let's just say whenever I was like only 11, She had forced herself to hate Barbies because all her peers said it was childish. They said it was pathetic. And she kind of lost her passion for Barbies and Disney princesses because of that. And lost her passion for doll collecting for a few years. Until she got an Elsa doll from like Frozen. Yeah, it was one of the cheap Mattel ones, but playing with that doll was there for her during a very difficult illness she had, and that doll being there for her really, really helped her to the point where, well, it really like reactivated her whole interest in dolls. It made her realize just how much she loves them, how amazing they are, no matter what your peers may say, or even if her peers would say that they're childish. But yeah, Elsa number 1 is no longer with us. May she rest in peace. And also for a time, like when our owner wasn't collecting and stuff. Well, she was really into video games, but she was also miserable and very lonely, and getting start collecting dolls again made her happy. It made her feel less lonely. And it just made her feel better. Really brought on a mental health like revival for her. It makes her happy. She can't explain why it makes her happy, but it does. That's why she's us. That's why she has the whole Monster High shelf. It's just because dolls make her happy. That's it. That's simply the reason. And also, she saw the Super Mario movie recently, and well, it was pretty good. It was very cool, and so her and like her siblings kind of grew up playing like Mario Kart Wii, Super Mario Galaxy, and let's just say Super Mario Galaxy has an amazing soundtrack. If you own that game, play it because its soundtrack is so incredible. But the movie really reminded her of those times, and it was really cool. And also, the Peaches song is like, thankfully she didn't get Peaches stuck in her head. Because that song is earwormy. But this is just like a little talk about, well, doll play and how important it is, and how, well, it can actually help with your mental health, how it's a good thing. So, and just forget, mysterious audience. I know other doll collectors say the whole phrase never grow up and stuff, but it's like, you know what? It rings true. Age is just a number, really. And when it comes to playing dolls, you're never too old. If it makes you happy, go ahead. Do it. It's fine. Don't let people judge you. If you take your dolls out in public, also don't let people judge you because, well, it's your choice. You're doing what makes you happy, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, goodbye, mysterious audience. I love you. Naomi loves you. And I'm sure Heather and Demi also appreciate you guys. And also, we will be working on more videos about like the fanfiction stuff later. But this is just a quick little like talk, you know? Well, I'll see you guys later.